Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Hi, everybody. You're still here. You're still here. Thank you. Hi, everybody. That's Monday right there. Welcome to the show. Woo. Another week. Another week. Thanks for being here. Welcome to Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. Fix the time. Little flower. Look at that. Look at her. I love her. Have a seat, everybody. Let's get started. Welcome to the show. I love front row. She is excited. I love that. Get that woman a car. Get that woman a car. Yeah. Welcome to Monday, everybody. Please give it up for my good friend filling in for Kendall, and we'll get to that. It's Shane Wells, everybody. Hello, Shane.
Hello. As we were saying, I'm still here.
You're still here.
Yes.
Now, and that's what we want to talk to you about right now. It's funny. You put it really well in our meeting today about the time frame.
Yeah, I said a person is gone for 1 week on a show, and everyone's like, okay, vacation or whatever. We hit week 2, and it is bananas.
It is aluminum foil on the head, conspiracy theories.
What'd you do to her?
What did you do to Kendall? She's been taken by aliens. She's leaving. She's going to go work at Cracker Barrel. You know, all this. Yeah. None of that. I don't know why I pulled Cracker Barrel out. I don't know why. But none of that is true. As I've said, I've tried to say it enough so that we would answer questions. Kendall had knee surgery. She's recovering, and she'll be back probably Thursday or Friday, depending on her recovery. So she's fine.
She's sitting home watching us right now.
She's watching us right now, yes.
Hey, Kendall.
Actually, hold on a minute. Okay.
Can you confirm she's still with us?
Let's take care of this right now. We're gonna call her live. Let's see.
Is she still on painkillers?
Is she on painkillers?
This
might not be a good idea. Let's see. She's watch. She's gonna roll me into voicemail. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah. Okay. Well, Kendall.
I'm nervous.
The show's only an hour, Kendall. Oh my!
What else could she be doing right now?
Nothing. She's probably sleeping. Actually, is what she's doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I'll tell her to call us later. You know, when she has a moment. But she's fine. She'll be back. It's very sweet. I mean, I love that people miss her, but yeah, it does get to be conspiracy theory central. Of has she been taken by wolves? No, she'll be back. She'll be back. And how was your weekend?
It was really busy. We had Karis turn 6, and we had all the family in town.
Happy birthday, Karis.
So, yeah, it was wild. How about you?
How many, when you have a 6-year-old birthday party, how many children are in the house?
Well, we didn't have it at the house.
Oh,
That's
good.
what you do. You do not have them in your own house because you
Yeah.
don't have to clean up. But we had about 17 kids.
Oh. What is the decibel level? With that many kids, what's the decibel level?
You put them in a big place with blow-up bounce things. It's loud anyway. They play music, so you just sit back and they play.
Oh, that's good. That's
great.
good. Yeah,
Great.
and then have a few margaritas. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah. Not the kids. Not the kids.
Well, no, They don't have a bar in that kids play area, unfortunately. I know.
Wouldn't that be the first thing you build? Is that, you know?
There might be some laws against that. I don't know.
Oh, Kendall's calling.
Ah!
Kendall?
Yes.
Okay, you're live. I legally have to tell you or you can sue me. You're live on the air, okay?
Oh, this delay is killing me. I can't see this. I can just hear you.
It's all right. Now, Kendall, all we need you to do is to confirm because people are worried about you. They think that you've been taken by animals into a cave, that you're never coming back. Will you please reassure everyone you're coming back later this week?
I am coming back. Don't worry, everyone. I'm hoping I'm totally fine by Friday.
By Friday, okay.
Yeah. By next week for sure.
Yeah. Final. We're going to let you go. Final question. Are you on painkillers right now?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we love you. We miss you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye,
Okay,
Kendall.
she's coming back. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. She sounded a little groggy, didn't she? Yeah, anyway. First up, Apple TV Plus launched on Friday. Yes, another streaming service. Shane's thrilled. And with it, their big show, The Morning Show. This one, it stars Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, Steve Carell. It got mixed reviews from critics. We covered that here on the show. I watched the first episode, and before I give my take on it, here's a little clip from the trailer.
You stole my life. You left me in the woods with a pack of wolves.
You just think I'm gonna do this?
This chair could be yours.
I don't want your job.
Oh, honey, well,
You walk out that door, you are never gonna get back in.
The part you guys never seem to realize is that you don't have the power anymore. And frankly, I've let you bozos handle this long enough. We are doing this my way.
Wow. I haven't gotten to that scene yet. Well, here we go. The show focuses on morning show anchor Jennifer Aniston after her longtime co-host, played by Steve Carell, is fired for sexual misconduct. Reese Witherspoon plays a fiery up-and-coming reporter who Jennifer feels a little threatened by. There's a little all about Eve aspect of it. So Jennifer is battling on two fronts. She's battling the fact that her co-host, very Matt Lauer-esque, is gone, and she's battling the fact that this up-and-coming reporter is kind of threatening her position with the network. Billy Crudup, you saw right there, is the network executive who loves Reese and is growing tired of Jennifer Aniston. Now, as I said, the show, and we covered it a couple days, got bad reviews. We were making fun of the headlines. I liked it. I gotta tell you, I think they were I liked it more than the critics did. Now look, is it a little preachy? Yes. Reese Witherspoon's character is a little, I don't know, gets a little like really kind of eye roll at some of her lines. Now look, I'm a little jaded because we worked in news, so I'm thinking to myself, I would never hear a news reporter say what Reese Witherspoon says. But anyway, but Jennifer Aniston, here's the headline. Jennifer Aniston hasn't been this good since Friends. She is fantastic. She is, yeah. Another compliment, you totally forget about Rachel. You totally forget about Rachel in this. You don't look at her and think, oh, it's just Rachel mad. No, she transforms into this anchor. It's good. I can't wait to go back and watch the rest.
Do you think part of the reason that you like it more than others is because you're in the industry, so you're looking at it with a different set of eyeballs?
Great question. Maybe. You know, it's hard. TV shows about TV shows, there's only a few. Murphy Brown did well. Mary Tyler Moore did well. But normally, normal folks don't really give a rat's rear about our business. You know what I mean? No, they don't. Well, oh, thank you. Oh, the audience is very sweet. Well, you can work here if you want. Yeah. You can see it on Apple TV Plus. Next to the dish, Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino is one of the most well-known directors in Hollywood, and working on one of his movies comes with a big rule. No cell phones on the set. I would be fired right now. Yeah.
You just made a call.
I just literally made a call.
Yeah,
I would be fired.
air.
Yeah. At a Q&A with the cast of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Margot Robbie said she never felt so transported on a set as she did when shooting with Tarantino about 1960s Hollywood. She said that's in large part to his no cell phone policy. Everybody is required to check their cell phones before walking on set. Leonardo DiCaprio added when they were shooting Inglourious Bastards, a phone went off, and Quentin was so mad he sent everyone home that day. I wish Quentin Tarantino was at Steel Magnolias last night at the Guthrie to tell the guy sitting across from me to turn off his phone. But anyway, yeah.
You have the worst luck.
Hello, guy in row O, seat 1. I just put you on blast. Yeah, no. He did. He had his phone out, and the screen was like, I'm like, Shelby is dying! Turn off your Spoiler alert for a 30-year-old movie. Yeah. But no, I like that rule, don't you?
It makes sense because, yes, a phone ringing will take everybody out of the moment, and the whole thing is they need to be focused. So, yeah, no, it makes complete sense.
Yeah, it's one of the things I like about Quentin. Next on the dish, Kristen Stewart hosted Saturday Night Live over the weekend. The reviews were meh. But here's one sketch that's actually getting universal praise. Look.
I bet you play football, right?
Yeah, and you go to school. That sucks. Do you wear your clothes to school?
Do you have no idea how to talk to children? Does it make you feel like a bad person that you can't? It's never too late to learn with new Duolingo for talking to children. The first foreign language app for grown people who need to learn how to talk to kids because their friends are starting to have them. Practice just 5 minutes a day and you'll be a brat whisperer in no time.
Very cool, bud. Very cool, bud. Chicken fingers. Chicken fingers. I like your backpack.
The one thing you know about talking to kids is you're not allowed to call girls pretty, but then it's like, what do you say?
You look not pretty. I mean, you're smart. I mean, you're an engineer one day.
Are you okay?
I got this. Just 1 second, sorry. Cool backpack.
There we go. It's Kristen's second time hosting the show. It is hard if you don't have kids. I bonded with your kids after. Well, I lost them 2 seconds later.
That's a better
but
word. Nice try, though.
I took them to the Mall of America. How long did I last with them?
I mean, less than a second. I think you'd lost at least one.
Yeah, well, he was fast. I don't know. He was.
It was she.
Oh, it was okay.
So you didn't remember who we lost.
I lost one of your kids, Shane. I don't know which one. I'm not joking. We took them to the Mall of America, and I was watching the one child, and I went like this, and I turned, and the other one was.
Yeah, you gotta watch the fast one. You were watching the slow one.
I was watching. I didn't know which one was the slow one.
Well, the little one is slow.
Oh, and then the fast one was at Rosedale. I mean, it was already in another shopping mall.
Here's the good news. I was there, and I never stopped watching.
That's right.
No.
We have a lot more to come, everybody. Stay right there. Back after this. Coming up in just a little bit, more Hot Dish. Want to go to a Kanye West brunch? Get that Amex out. TMZ is going to tell us the unbelievable price tag. Then it's another best thing ever. This time, it is a podcast that makes me want to stay in my car all day long. And it's all about an American icon. And I know November just started, but it is time to start thinking about Thanksgiving. Stephanie Hansen is here with her unbeatable tips and tricks. Stay right there. We'll be back after this.
Voting. Among other things, it's the only way to get Sean Spicer off Dancing with the Stars. So far, he's danced The Red Wedding, the Woody from Toy Story after his third divorce, and this. Cool. He is dressed and dancing there like the Chernobyl Musketeer. Please, America, put this man out of everyone's misery.
John Oliver pleading with America to eliminate Sean Spicer from Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, John's show is all about voting and voting machines yesterday. Having a little fun there. Hey, I've said it for 4 weeks now. You got to give the dude credit. Sean Spicer. He's having fun. I mean, he looks like I can't believe he's still
living
there.
His best life right now.
He was living his Oprah's best life. If I was in Vegas, I would have put odds he would have been the first one out, but he's still there. Hey, I mentioned it earlier. Tomorrow, we're going to have a really fun show. The entire cast of Steel Magnolias and the Guthrie will be here live. So, yeah, one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite plays. Right now, though, you know on Mondays we get a special serving of Hot Dish all the way from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Sean from TMZ. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Jason, how's it going?
Sean, the hair's looking real good. I saw you on Instagram. The hair's looking good.
Thank you. It was a nerve-wracking weekend.
I can imagine. First up, you guys caught up with Kevin Hart. How's he doing?
That's right. We caught up with Kevin Hart over the weekend in Calabasas, and he is doing great, actually. You know, he's still not done with his physical recovery. He's doing a lot of physical therapy. He recently posted a video showing, you know, the intense process that he's been going through to try and get back on his feet. And not just that, but to get back to where he was before that horrific car accident. Well, when we spotted him out, he seemed to be in good spirits, moving on his own, didn't need the assistance of a cane or a walker or anything like that. But interestingly, we saw him going into a muscle car as he drove away, which is the same type of car that got him into trouble with his car accident. You know, that was a Plymouth. In this case, it was a 1969 Camaro. And from what we can tell, it doesn't seem like it's been outfitted with harness safety belts, because those were not, of course, you know, you've got to remember, required at the time that the car was made. So they were just lap belts. And when he got into the car accident, you know, he wasn't driving, but he was not wearing a seatbelt. So interesting, you know, that he's not letting this accident deter his love for classic cars.
Wow. Yeah, I would be buckling in if I was him after that. Next up, Kanye West is being accused of throwing the Fire Festival of brunches. Why? What happened?
Okay, so, you know, as often it does, it starts with a photo, right? So he was performing at Brunchella in Baton Rouge on Friday night, and he had flown his choir to come perform with him. You know, this is part of his Sunday service type thing that he does, and he was not getting paid for this, but there were accusations that he was charging $55 for a brunch that was sad, a la, you know, the Fire Festival, but he was not actually making any money off of this. He was not charging for this. There was a catering company that was involved in the event, but that was contracted by the event. And that catering company has spoken out and said, listen, this was one attendee who got a bad brunch, but the rest of everybody else was happy, and this was just one situation where, you know, the customer didn't get maybe what they were promised.
That looks like a sad school lunch from the 80s. That's what all of my...
It's not a good look.
No. That nasty sausage. Did you see that thing? Ew. It was...
I did. I wouldn't touch it.
That is a gray that should not exist in nature, that color of the sausage. Anyway.
Well, I don't think it does exist in nature.
Yeah. Finally, Bradley Cooper and Dave Chappelle, they're becoming kind of best friends.
Yeah, it raises questions actually about how long they may have been friends behind the scenes and what their friendship is like, because of course Dave Chappelle, you know, he was in Bradley Cooper's movie A Star is Born, and we just got them out over the weekend in New York City's West Village, and he was with his young daughter as well as another little girl. Now we don't know if this other little girl is Chappelle's daughter, but they all seem to definitely be having a good time. Chappelle also recently commented high praise about working with Bradley and saying that, you know, he really is a true visionary, a true director, a true actor's director as well. So nice to see that they're carrying their friendship on off screen as well.
Doesn't always happen. Sean, please go forth and continue having a great hair day.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you. Sean from TMZ. You can watch TMZ on TV. Check your local listings. Next up. Oh, this is one of those days where I'm like, oh, it's really fun having your own show because I get to tell you about stuff that I love that I think you should listen to. And here's an example. Next is a podcast that has me staying in my car even after I park so I can keep listening. And it is my latest best thing ever, everybody. Credit where credit's due. I have to credit executive producer Jeff and photographer Eric. Eric came up to me and he's like, you got to listen to this podcast. And it's called Dolly Parton's America. Yeah. And it is hosted by NPR's Jad Abumrad. He says his name so fast that it's hard to, he created the podcast to better understand the love nearly everyone seems to have for Dolly. No matter your politics, your background, your religion, your socioeconomic structure, no matter what, everybody loves Dolly. And in the first episode, and there's going to be 9 total, there's only 3 released right now. In the first episode, one of the bullet points or one of the things that kind of that came out to me, Shane, was the fact that he talked about the fan base of Dolly. Back in the day, back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, the fan base for Dolly was mainly adults 40 and over. And he's like, in the last decade, that has really flipped. And if you look at a Dolly Parton concert, the big chunk of her fan base are now 20 and 30-year-olds. And one of the theories, one of the Dolly's theories that Jed is like, well, maybe not, is the fact that, remember, Dolly was on Hannah Montana as Hannah Montana's godmother aunt or whatever. And so Hannah Montana introduced Dolly to a generation of kids who are now old enough to be buying CDs and going to concerts and going to Dollywood. So that's basically an overview of the first episode. The second episode, I did not want to get out of my car. It talks about Porter Wagner, who really thank you for Porter Wagner. That's right, yeah, who basically, Porter, to give you a little bit of context, had one of the most successful TV shows of the late 60s, early 70s. It was a variety show. He's a country music legend. He had Dolly on his show, replaced kind of like his sidekick, and Porter and Dolly were megastars. Their duets won countless CMA awards. Their albums were #1 on the charts. They talk about kind of their falling out and how Dolly kind of became suffocated both in a career sense and personally with their relationship. They talk about how how she walked away from their relationship, and she did so famously. The story goes, she went into his office to say, you know what, I think we're done. And she sat down. She was, I wrote a song for you, and she started singing, "I Will Always Love You." So she wrote the song about Porter Wagner. Now, we look at it in a different context because most of us look at it from The Bodyguard. But then the end of the episode, yeah, this is the Whitney. The end of the episode, do not turn off. You're going to think, oh, this episode's over. There's 6 more minutes where they talk about the behind-the-scenes story of Whitney Houston's version of the song. And the thing that made you go, really? Was Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt did this song in the 70s. And Kevin Costner was looking for a song for the end of the movie and was like, hey, I think this Dolly Linda song would work well. So they had Dolly record it. And who remembered that there was a third verse? Dolly, I think, said, wait a minute. Linda Ronstadt did not do the third verse where, she does the key change. Linda didn't do that. And Kevin said, get Whitney back into the studio to re-record it. She re-recorded it, and it's now the biggest hit, biggest selling, the biggest single by a female artist ever to this day. Fascinating. And again, I'm starting episode 3 right now, but it just talks about how Dolly is unlike any celebrity that's polarizing. Dolly isn't polarizing really at all. It's pretty, are you a fan of Dolly?
I like her, but
Yeah.
I honestly don't know a lot about her. I wasn't a country music fan when I was younger. I've learned to like it now as I'm older, but yeah, so no, I didn't know much about her.
It is spectacular. You guys will love it. Again, there's only 3 available right now. The rest will unveil every week. The podcast, Dolly Parton's America, is my latest best thing ever, everybody. Yeah. Okay, another show to recap, a little more hot dish, The Great British Baking Show. Crowned a new winner last week on Friday, but before we talk about it, it's time for... Okay, the finale featured the final 3, Alice, David, and Steph, going head-to-head in their last challenges. Look at this.
I think that's exceptional. Quite an impressive illusion.
Yeah, the Scotch eggs, you do believe that that's egg. It's amazing. The only thing that fail a little on the illusion side are the ice creams. They're very good. They just don't look totally convincing.
So what should we start with, the peach?
Yeah, let's start with the peach. Oh, that looks lovely.
I like. That's really clever.
Apart from the basket having had a few problems, I like the look of the burger, and I would definitely think that was made of bread.
I think there's obviously been a few issues today.
Yeah, poor Steph. Poor Steph had a few issues. She peaked, sadly, too early. In the end, David was crowned the winner. Yeah, making a double-baked souffle.
You used to talk about this show like this.
Oh,
and
no,
now you're
I
all,
love
like,
the show.
dramatic
Everyone that
about
watches
it.
knows I wasn't the biggest David fan at the beginning of
Okay.
the season. But I have to admit, if they're going on just that last episode, he was flawless and he deserved the win. Now, if they're grading on the whole season, he never got Star Baker. The other 2 had 3 or 4 times. But if they're going just on that episode, he deserved it. He deserved it. Still ahead, everybody, we're getting you ready. Speaking of food, we're getting you ready for Thanksgiving. Our resident foodie, Stephanie Hansen, is back with some of her helps and hacks for Turkey Day if you're planning to make the feast yourself. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Back, everybody. Well, I can't believe it. Halloween's over. Halloween is in the books, everybody, and now we turn our attention to the pilgrims. And if you agreed to cook the meal, it may seem daunting, but there are some tips that you can employ you can use to make it easier. Here with some helpers and hacks. Give it up for the co-host of the Weekly Dish on My Talk, Stephanie Hansen, everybody. Welcome back.
I'm obsessed with Thanksgiving.
I was going to say, I compliment you behind your back, so now I'll say it to your face.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Your episodes of the Weekly Dish, the Thanksgiving episodes, are the best episodes you do every year. You and Steph, you guys have great, I consider you the Thanksgiving authorities.
Oh my gosh.
I do. I'm not kidding. I think you
that
guys.
Is high praise.
Yeah, you do it well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over some categories, and you have a helper and a hack, right, for each one.
So helpers are the things that maybe you need to purchase or think about. Hacks are like quick little tips and tricks.
Let's start.
And none of these are like mind-blowing, right? But sometimes when you're thinking about the meal, because I'm going to be cooking for 14, so I'm already like obsessing over how much freezer space do I have, how much refrigerator space, how much oven space. And so any kind of like tips and tricks that maximize your space or your shopping experience, those are good to have.
Let's start with signature cocktail.
Okay, so when everybody comes in the door, and you came to my house at a dinner party once and I did not do this and I'll never forget it. You need to have a signature cocktail and it needs to be pre-made.
Yeah.
So I like to do a cider drink.
We were thirsty, girl.
I know, and I'm running around and I
thirsty.
should have had it pre-batched and I forgot and I had to like.
You knew the crowd,
I know.
girl. You knew the crowd.
I know, and it was a fail. So I like to do a cider drink because it makes your whole house smell good. So when people come in, they automatically they're thinking like Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
So having cider out with some garnishes, having the rum, the bourbon, the whiskey, and then also the cinnamon sticks for the kids so they can have a little hot cider. If you don't like cider, you could do a fall sangria, which looks really pretty in a picture.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so like apples, pears, Pinot Grigio, a little brandy. I've got all these recipes on my website.
Perfect. So that's the helper and the hack.
Yeah, just like be prepared. Have
Okay.
something planned ahead.
Next, instant pot mashed potatoes.
Okay, I did these last year and this was a massive help. You make your mashed potatoes in the Instant Pot and you mash them in the Instant Pot and then you just close the lid back up, and I didn't even turn it on, brought them to a friend's, sat them on the counter. When it was time to eat, I just opened the pot. They were still hot, they were fresh, they tasted great. I didn't have to like be worrying about getting in at her burners when she was cooking. I didn't have to have another burner on the stove for boiling things. The Instant Pot, you guys, it is where it's at.
Yeah, you still love it.
Oh,
you
still.
were one of the early adopters.
I use it all the time. And you can go to Weekly Dish Instant Potters Facebook group, and there's already like how to make a pecan pie in your Instant Pot, how to do your turkey in your Instant Pot. Yeah, you can make pies, you can make custards, you can do it all.
And can I tell you, all of you watching, please do me a favor and go follow that Facebook group right now, because what happens is Stephanie's friend and co-host on that group, Stephanie March.
So funny that you know this.
She has her phone with her all the time, and she gets alerts when people follow the page. So if her phone starts blowing up, she knows
She's
that
like,
Stephanie's on my
you must have
show.
talked about the Instant Pot on Jason's show today.
So we need hundreds of you to go follow her right now, yeah. But no, they're great recipes there.
Here's a quick hack too for the mashed potatoes. If you're boiling mashed potatoes and you don't have an Instant Pot.
What's happening? Oh, the audience is doing it right now. Yeah, right there, yeah.
That's funny. Okay, you boil your mashed potatoes for 15 minutes, or your potatoes, and then just let them cool a little bit and rub the skins off. I'm not peeling potatoes for 14 people.
Wait.
You boil for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Then you wait till they cool a little bit, and you literally just rub the skins off, and the skins come off. So you don't have to peel every single potato.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, and you get a little, like, you can get a little bit of the brown flecks in there, but it makes it look rustic, right?
Yeah. I love a rustic potato,
yes,
girl. That's
so
right, okay.
That's a hack.
That's a good one. Okay, number 3, prep ahead.
Yeah, the whole Thanksgiving thing, I literally make most of the meal Wednesday night, except for the turkey and the dressing. You've made your dough 3 days in advance for your pies. You bake your pies the night before so they have time to set up. A day is not gonna make them not fresh. I make rolls the night before. These are these Rhodes rolls, and I pull those out of the freezer. I get those leavening overnight. I make those the night before. I cut all my carrots, my onions, my celery, all of that stuff. I have it all done in the refrigerator the night before.
When you're listening, most people watching right now are going, Stephanie makes her own dinner rolls. Look at that. Most of us just go to Costco and we get the dinner rolls there, but yeah.
But this is my hack, you guys. I get frozen Rhodes dough balls, and they're delicious, and you take them out the night before and they rise, and then you bake them either the night before or first thing Thanksgiving morning, so it looks like I made homemade rolls, but I didn't.
Yeah. And your relatives don't need to know?
No, and they're like this big. You know what that's perfect for? A turkey sandwich at about 10 o'clock at night.
Yes.
I want those turkey sandwich rolls.
I want you to stay right there. More with Stephanie when we come back. Back after this. More tips. That's a good idea. We are in the kitchen, everybody. Welcome back. It's like in the kitchen with Dinah Shore.
I like it.
Fantastic, but we're in the kitchen.
I'll take it.
More with Stephanie Hansen giving us her legendary Thanksgiving hacks. What's next?
Okay, so if you have a pie and you're charged with bringing pie to someone's house.
Yeah.
What I don't want you to do is go there and then like try to get in their kitchen so you can make your whipped cream in their blender, and like they don't have time for you. You have to have everything made when you come.
You need to see yourself a little bit. This is you. You're like going like this, like this.
Okay, so if you have kids, this is fun. You can make whipped cream in a mason jar. This is for your pie. So you put your sugar, you put your vanilla, and you just shake, shake, shake. It's a 3 to 5 minute shake. Okay?
Really?
So, yeah. So you can bring this all ready to go, and you just shake, 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 and then you're not in the person's kitchen like, I gotta make my whipped cream.
Because again, I'm noticing a theme, and I do know that is a problem.
Yeah, people aren't planning on you coming and finishing your dish, right?
Yeah.
They're not planning on you having to do anything in their kitchen. They've got all their stuff going. They've got their turkey going. Like,
yeah.
You come with all your stuff prepared.
Steph, can we not do this anymore? I mean, the camera guy's having trouble following us.
You know, I'm always a little dancy.
Okay.
Okay, let's say that you don't have kids and you don't want to shake. You can just use your immersion blender, but here's a little hack for you. So vanilla, or these are LC Fins. It's a local company. They have cardamom or cinnamon.
Yeah.
Like, why not put a little cardamom in your whipped cream when you're making pumpkin pie?
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, like you don't need to just have the vanilla flavoring. You can do something special. You do this.
Is that going to splash on me?
Probably. Look, he's so scared.
Oh, cool.
And it really works fast.
Okay, I'll do this.
You're almost like, you got about, well, you know.
How do I hold? Oh my God.
I'm like holding your hand.
Okay.
Okay, so immersion blender, again, you can go rinse it off in the bathroom sink so that you're not in the ladies' way in the kitchen or the man's way in the kitchen.
Let's not.
Yes!
Steph, I don't think we should be going in a stranger's house in their bathroom.
Yes, you should.
Cleaning our mixer.
I would. I don't want to get in the way of the hostess. It's really important. There's nothing worse. So this is already done. There's nothing worse. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Pie crust. People don't want to do homemade pie crust, which I understand because I had to take a class and now I'm excellent at it, so you should take a class.
Yeah.
But if you don't have time, Heather's Pies is a good class.
Yeah.
I ranked. I went out and I searched to find the best homemade pie crust for you guys.
Stephanie, no, she did the work.
She's
not kidding.
I looked at the ingredients. I worked with it. A lot of you use Pillsbury, and that's fine. Local company, woot woot. But a really good one too is Trader Joe's. And it's $3.99.
$3.99. Why? Steph, what makes this one better?
Buttery, flakier. It's just a little bit better tasting, to be perfectly honest.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Better than the Yeah.
Yes, sorry, Pillsbury.
No, it's fine.
Okay, if you leave the show and the only thing you get from me today is this hack, this was straight out of my mama's kitchen.
Oh, wow.
You gotta buy this weird product. It's called Kitchen Bouquet.
Right there. There's your camera 5 right there.
Oh yeah, here you go, 5. It has some coloring in it, a few little flavorings that might not all be together natural. However, when you are making your gravy, this gives it that rich color. It gives it the umami flavor. It turns like ho-hum gravy into ho-hum gravy.
So you start going like
this.
this.
Oh yeah, it's so good. And if you don't have this and you forget or you run out, you can use a little bit of soy sauce, but be careful because it's very salty. But it will give you that darker color. It's called Kitchen Bouquet. It is.
Oh, the audience knows about this.
Oh, it's Mama's little gravy helper.
Who knew?
And then also for gravy,
yeah,
I like gravy to be a 2-man job.
Okay.
Like you need a whisk, and you are whisking that gravy the entire time you're making it. So whoever you need to get into the kitchen with you, full whisker, and you're putting the ingredients in, you're seasoning, but that whisker is just whisk, 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 whisk the whole time. That's my other piece of advice.
Stephanie Hansen, everybody. There we go.
Whisking, whisk, 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 whisk.
There we go. For more information, head to stephaniesdish.com and be sure to catch her on the Weekly Dish Saturday mornings at 9 on My Talk 1071. Are you going to eat that?
Yes.
Okay. Still ahead.
Good.
It's Christmas season, but how well do you know your Christmas albums? It's game time when we return. Back after this. Very dramatic zoom in. It's something like out of Batman in the 60s. It's like Stephanie Hansen's moving the camera. Hollywood is history, and according to one pop diva, it's time to begin the next season.
Santa. It's time.
I love her so much. Mariah Carey posted it on Instagram Friday saying, the Christmas season is officially here. That's right. I think Starbucks has even switched to their holiday cups. Well, believe it or not, no, not yet. I don't think so, not quite yet. Believe it or not, this year marks 25 years since Mariah released her iconic Christmas song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Mariah is actually the inspiration for today's game time. Here we go. Today's game is called, Hey, did they release a Christmas album? And playing today, give it up for Timmy, everybody. Perfect, Timmy, perfect. And Lou, everybody. There we go. Timmy and Lou, put your hands over the buzzers. Here's how it's going to work. I am going to give you the artist, and you tell me whether or not they released a Christmas album. So here we go. The first one, Justin Bieber.
Yes.
You are right. You are right. Right there. Under the mistletoe. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. Okay. Hands above buzzers. Next one. Bette Midler. Timmy.
She had to have. Yes.
You are right. Yes, she did. Right there. Cool Yule. I had that. That's a good one, actually. I have that hat, too. Here we go. Hands above buzzers. Next one. Beyonce. Lou.
No.
You are right. No. Beyonce is not. She did perform on one with Destiny's Child, but according to our rules and our lawyers, it doesn't count. So here we go.
Good.
Hands above buzzers, 2-1. Next one. ABBA. Timmy.
No.
You are right. No. ABBA never did it. But wow. Wouldn't that be fantastic, though? Oh, yeah. Mamma Mia around the Christmas tree. Here we go. Hands above buzzers. David Hasselhoff. Lou.
Yes.
He did. Yes, he did right there.
Yes.
Don't hassle the Hoff on Christmas Eve. Look at that. Okay, we're tied. Or no, 3-2. 3-2.
Oh.
Next artist. RuPaul. Timmy.
No.
Yes. Right there, yeah. RuPaul's was called Ho, Ho, Ho. Yeah. And right now the audience is making up their own jokes. There we go. Hands up buzzers. Next one. Pink. Lou.
Yes.
No.
Oh, she should.
She should. That'd be fantastic. No, though. Hands up buzzers. Timmy and Lou, how about this one? John Travolta. Timmy.
No.
Yes. With Olivia Newton-John.
Oh.
Wow. That hair. Look at that. Let's take a good look at that for just a second. Wow, John. Look at Olivia, though. Look how good. I love her. Hands up, buzzers. Janet Jackson. Lou.
Yes.
No. She should. Another one that should. Okay, here we go. Hands up, buzzers. Snoop Dogg. Timmy.
No.
Yes! Right there. Christmas in the doghouse, everybody.
Oh,
your friend is very mad at you over there. She is the owner of both the CD and the 8-track of that one. That's right.
Oh, God.
Congratulations, you're both going home with the Jason Show mug. There we go.
Thank you.
See, now you get one.
I got one.
Yeah. Can I tell you, Roy, we got to go to break. But Lou's trying to be sneaky over here. Lou goes, guess what, Jason? I said, what shoes? Everybody in the audience is celebrating a birthday today. Because she knows if people say a birthday.
It's actually my birthday.
It is? Well, happy birthday. That's right. Your friend's mad at you, but happy birthday. That's right. We'll be right back. Back after this, everybody. That was great. Thank you. Oh, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh. Welcome back, everybody. Shane's back. Shane's back. Hey, wanted to tell you, we have seats available this week if you want to come see us. I had a woman stop me yesterday. It's a Target. She's like, is it free? I go, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, at the Guthrie Theater. Anyway, if you want to get tickets to our show, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page, click that ticket tab. It's right below the cover page. You're in by 9:15 and you're out by 11:15. We have a good time, as you just saw. We play games. I tell you stuff I can't say on TV. It's fantastic. So come see us this week, and we will be right back. Stay with us. Now, there's so many available, but it's a big thing right now. Oh well. Welcome back. I was saying earlier in our remaining minutes, I forgot one fun fact. You know, I was telling you about the Dolly Parton podcast, Dolly Parton's America, available, as they say, wherever you find your podcast. But there was one fun fact that blew me away, everybody, and I can't believe I forgot to tell you. So, you know, audience, you guys know the song Jolene, right? Yes. Jolene and I Will Always Love You. This is how a reviewer once said that if Dolly was born in a different era, she would have been Mozart because of how quickly she writes songs. Listen, this is going to shock you. She wrote both Jolene and I Will Always Love You in the same evening.
She did more than I've done in like 20 years.
She said she was sitting in front of this. She bought like her first big house. And she was sitting in front of the fire. She said it had a great fireplace. And she sat there and in one evening wrote 2 legendary songs, Jolene and I Will Always Love You.
Is Jolene like a true story?
I think it is based on a true. All of her, she was talking about another thing. She was talking about the stories behind a lot of her famous songs. That's what episode 1 is about her era of sad blank songs and how a lot of the songs are written about relatives who have gone through things. You know, Coat of Many Colors is based on her and the coat that her mom made her. Jolene, I mean, they usually do have stories behind them. One of the reasons why people resonate with her so much. So, have you ever been to Dollywood?
I haven't. Have you?
No, and executive producer Jeff wants to go. I said, we should take the Jason Show to Dollywood. I want to go. Yeah. You can go. Yeah.
Okay.
You can go.
You
Yes.
like put me in your bag or something?
You will always be family here, and so you're a part of the wacky family here. So anyway, tomorrow on the show, I'm very excited. A special episode of our show, a dose of blush and bashful. We are thrilled. We're the only show that has the entire cast of Steel Magnolias at the Guthrie. They're going to join us in studio. All 6 women who star in the show will be here for a trip to Truvy's Hair Salon. That and more tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
I have seen Still Magnolia.
Yes, you have, Byron.